Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. As you can tell behind me, the sun is finally shining here in the UK, and that means the start of summer. Summer is a wonderful month I know so many of us enjoy. However, it can come with the drawback of an increase in hyperpigmentation. We work all winter long diligently to fade our dark spots and discoloration, only to see it re-emerge in those summer months. Well, that doesn't need to be the case. And in today's video, I want to get our skin summer ready by sharing with you my top 10 Korean skincare serums and creams for fading hyperpigmentation and maintaining an even skin tone. With these amazing skincare products, we can get our skin summer ready without needing to break the bank to do so. Sit back, relax, let's talk the best hyperpigmentation treatments. Now, before we get into this video, just that quick reminder to do all that YouTubey stuff if you haven't already. If you could reach down and give this video a big thumbs up and a like, honestly, it supports me as a content creator so much. I've been on a mission here on Mad About Skin since I launched the channel to make sure that it remains sponsorship and paid partnership free. In fact, all the content I create is free at the point you guys want to watch it, and I want to keep it that way. The very best way of supporting me as a sponsorship-free content creator is to like any videos that you happen to be enjoying. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you to each and every one of you. Now today we're talking about those hyperpigmentation treatments that are going to work wonders for you as we enter into those summer months. Now I might not be a geography expert, but I have learned enough to know there are two hemispheres in the world. In the northern hemisphere, which is where I'm tuning in from, we're coming into summer, but in the southern hemisphere you're more likely going into those cooler winter months. That's okay, because these recommendations honestly work year round when it comes to fading hyperpigmentation, dark spots and discoloration. But I'd love to know where you're tuning in from. If like me you're coming in from the northern hemisphere about to enjoy summer, leave the sunshine emoji in the comments below. If you're in the southern hemisphere about to go into winter, leave the snowflake emoji so we can just see where in the world people happen to be tuning in from. Wherever you happen to be, I want to send you so much love. But with all that out of the way, shall we just cut that waffle and delve straight on in? So some of you might be wondering, why are we focusing in on Korean skincare products when it comes to hyperpigmentation? Well, you know what? The West do some phenomenal products too. But in those summer months, I tend to trust most of my hyperpigmentation routine to Korean skincare brands. And that's because they really just get it when it comes to effective but gentle treatments. If you go in with something too potent, too powerful, actually it can trigger an inflammation response and more hyperpigmentation. When it comes to fading dark spots and discoloration, gentle and consistent is key, and I honestly think the Korean skincare market and the brands just do it better than anyone. So today I'm celebrating that fact with some Korean skincare favourites. But of course, if you've got your favourite hyperpigmentation treatment from the West, again, let me know in the comments below. Let's start with cleansers. And there is only one cleanser that I use in those warm summer months when I feel my skin is going through it a little bit. Maybe a little dry for some sun exposure, maybe a little bit more redness prone. And it's this. This is the Crave Beauty Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser. Now, I love Crave Beauty. They are technically a US-based brand, but all of their products are formulated and manufactured in Korea. So it really harnesses that South Korean ethos of gentle but really effective skincare. And this is the nicest, creamiest cleanse that you'll get for that summer perfect cleanse. Now, I haven't even opened this one yet. I bought it with summer in mind and it is ready to go. But you get a lot of product when you consider you don't need a whole lot. I tell you what, I love their packaging because it's really easy to just peel down the side. It's got all the instructions inside and you can recycle every last piece of this. So doing our bit for the environment as we enjoy a really good cleanse. This for me though is my summer staple and go-to, and I absolutely love it. Gentle is key with hyperpigmentation, and it doesn't get more gentle nor effective than this cleanser. I've linked this in the description box below, as I will all the products mentioned if you didn't quite catch the name or want to make a purchase. And where I've been able to delve around and find a discount code for you guys, I've of course linked it there, because who doesn't want to save some of their hard-earned coin? Now, cleansing happens at one end of the skincare routine. At the opposite end, of course, is sunscreen. This is the non-negotiable when it comes to summer skincare and fighting hyperpigmentation. Yes, you should use your sunscreen year-round. I always preach that on the channel. But in summer, it's vitally important. And my favourite summer sunscreen is this. This is the Skin 1004 Sol 1988 Pine Tree and Ceramide Sun Lotion. I Love, love, love this product. I like the texture. It's really lightweight, so it lets your skin breathe through it, doesn't weigh you down at all. It's truly invisible. But what you get in here is 7 different peptides, which are going to have some great anti-aging benefits. You've got a wonderful blend of calming and soothing ingredients, including that pine. You get ceramides to protect the barrier function of the skin, and the most beautiful finish after you've applied it. It's great, works perfectly under makeup, and I think when it comes to calming, soothing, inflamed summer skin, it doesn't get better than this. Don't forget, like, protecting the skin is one half of, preventing hyperpigmentation, but also calming, soothing, and minimizing inflammation is the second part to it, and this just does it all. One of my absolute favorite sunscreens, and one that I'll be taking all the way through summer. Before we come on to some serum recommendations, I personally love the finish. Look at that. Look at that. It just gives you that hint of dewiness. Nothing greasy, just that hint of dewiness, which I love. If you have a sunscreen in your life that you absolutely love, works well for you in winter, but in summer it comes across as a little bit too dewy, maybe a little bit too glossy, I would just recommend getting this. This is like £4. This is the VT Seeker No Sebum Mild Powder. So good. Again, it's got calming and soothing ingredients, and you just powder this on top of whatever sunscreen you're using, mattifies it right down. It comes with its own powder puff, so it's really easy to use. I just find it's one of the nicest, finest mill powders that doesn't cake up, doesn't look chalky, but definitely makes a huge impact when it comes to just making whatever sunscreen you like work for you year round. So there you go, a free summer skincare hack for you, and I'll link that again in the description if you want to try it out. So coming on to serums proper. When it comes to fading hyperpigmentation, you're going to want some calming and soothing action, you're going to want some brightening and fading action, and I think vitamin C and tranexamic acid are 2 of the very best ingredients. So my favorite vitamin C for that summer hyperpigmentation fading is this. This is the V Green Vitamin C Ampule. Now, the reason I love this one is you've got vitamin C in 2 forms, derivative and pure form. So it packs a punch with that pure form vitamin C, but it's not so potent it's going to cause irritation and sensitivity, because they've been able to dial up the effectiveness with some vitamin C derivatives that are just more gentle. Beautifully well thought through, and they have packed this full of centella. Using centella and vitamin C together is clinically proven to increase the rate of collagen production in the skin. So this is anti-aging, it's hyperpigmentation fighting, and that vitamin C, used consistently every single morning over summer, will just keep any excess pigment in check, fade it before it's even become a problem. I love this one, and it's a really lightweight, watery vitamin C, which I personally enjoy because, again, keeps that skin breathable all summer long. So another great ingredient to use alongside vitamin C is tranexamic acid, and that's because it's as effective as vitamin C when it comes to fading hyperpigmentation, but works in a different way. So vitamin C is fantastic at boosting cellular turnover. It's going to help break apart some of that excess pigment that's already formed, and it's going to help give a more radiant look to our overall complexion. Vitamin C is also a potent antioxidant to protect against sun damage, so yes, it's a must-have in a summer skincare routine. However, tranexamic acid, like I said, is just as effective on hyperpigmentation, but it works differently. It actually suppresses inflammation in the skin and stops pigment pooling. So if you think of inflammation as the #1 trigger to hyperpigmentation, you can understand why having tranexamic acid, which is anti-inflammatory, is a non-negotiable in a good hyperpigmentation routine. It reduces redness, sensitivity, and inflammation, and in doing so, reduces the risk of excess pigment being formed. It also, though, disrupts how that pigment pools in the skin once it has been formed. So instead of pooling in areas of dark spots and discoloration, it'll ensure that that pigment is more evenly distributed. So it works in 2 ways to really dial up the rate of hyperpigmentation targeting when it comes to your skincare routine. I love tranexamic acid. It's one of my favorite ingredients, and I think it pairs beautifully alongside vitamin C. I've got 2 recommendations to share with you today in the tranexamic acid market. This is the Madagascar Centella Tone Brightening Capsule Ampule from Skin 1004. This one, ridiculously long name, but like I say, it's linked, and it's kind of matching the room I'm in today. This is the Mary & Bay Tranexamic Acid and Glutathione Eye Cream. Now, this might be badged as an eye cream, but I use it all over the face because it's a large enough size. This is actually designed to be a serum, but both of them you can use everywhere. They contain good doses of tranexamic acid, which is going to help minimize inflammation and protect the skin against that risk of excess pigment production. I really don't think there's a lot in these two. I think the Mary & May is slightly more hydrating, so if you want something a little thicker and creamier, the Mary & May. The Skin 1004 is more lightweight and serum in texture, so it depends what you like. I will say there is a small amount of fragrance in the Mary & May one. I like that, it's quite uplifting, but if you're looking for fragrance-free, maybe go Skin 1004. Either one of these though, great addition to your summer skincare routine, fading that hyperpigmentation and stopping it in its tracks before it's even had a chance to form. So I've got a couple of other serum mentions I quickly want to delve into before we come on to two special mentions at the end. In summer, you might want to consider switching up your retinoid game. If you're already using tretinoin, which is prescription strength retinoid, then continue to use it year round. Your skin takes time to adapt to it, so don't stop, keep using it. However, if you're using an over-the-counter retinoid such as retinol, maybe you might want to consider switching to retinol. It's more gentle, it's less likely to trigger inflammation in the skin, and I think it just works better for summer. One of my absolute favorite retinol serums is this. This is the Kate Secret Sol 1988 Retinol Liposome Treatment. I love this because it's super gentle, but really still gives you that dose of anti-aging. You don't need to switch up your retinoid in summer. If you've got one that works for you year round, keep on using it. But if you find that your skin gets a little bit more sensitivity prone in summer and you think that your retinoid might be to blame for that, try switching it out for this. Super gentle, you won't get that irritation, and you'll definitely still be able to maintain those anti-aging results. You can then switch back after the summer months if you wish, but this for me is a great, really gentle but super effective retinol that I think will work universally across the summer months. And my final serum is a calming and soothing one. And I think this is the step we all miss when it comes to hyperpigmentation. We spend so much time attacking it. What can we do to fade the dark spots? What can we do to increase cell turnover? This is really where our mind goes. And actually we think a core component of tackling hyperpigmentation is calming, it's soothing, and it's removing that inflammation, which is the #1 trigger. Your tranexamic acid is going to do part of that, but just make sure you also have a calming and soothing serum in your routine to just dial back that irritation further. My go-to this summer is going to be this. This is the non-buzzing Panthenic B5 Active Soothing Serum. It's actually a new launch, it wasn't available last summer, and I think this is going to be a game changer for me. It is so lightweight, it feels so great on the skin, and it contains a really great blend of B vitamins to calm and soothe, alongside allantoin, which is another great calming agent. And I think this is going to be one of those universally applicable calming and soothing serums that won't clog your pores, won't break you out, won't cause any irritation like some higher potency calming serums can. This is just a great all-rounder. Bring a little equilibrium back to your skin, calm, soothe it down with this. Let's not forget our calming and soothing serums are a core part of our hyperpigmentation journey. They might be forgotten about, but trust me, your skin will love it if you make sure you've got one. Now, before I leave you today, I've got two other mentions which are for different parts of the body. First of all, we've got a lip one, and then we've got a body one. Lips in summer can get a little bit dry. We then tend to pick or we tend to chew our lips, and that makes it worse. Those sort of actions actually lead to hyperpigmentation on the lip area, and that can be really difficult to treat. I don't want to see anyone in summer doing this. Picking any dry areas. It doesn't need to happen. Get a really effective lip balm, and that'll just lock in all that moisture and prevent you doing that. Now, there are a lot of garbage lip balms on the market, trust me. There are so many bad and terrible ones that actually dry out the lips. They can also have ingredients that are quite reactive to sunlight, so you could end up with a whole lot more irritation in summer. So this is the Torridon Solid In Lip Essence. This is great, a perfect summer staple. It's got a great applicator. You can hot a little bit on. Personally, normally I just put it on my finger and then work it in. It's thick, but not too thick. It works and lasts all day long. Yes, you can throw it in your purse and reapply if you want, but for me, I find putting this on in the morning locks it all in until I'm ready to reapply in the evening. It feels great. It stops you reaching for that, picking sensation on the lips, which is never a good idea. And remember, hyperpigmentation on the lips, the hardest area to treat. So get a really good lip balm like that one. just protect the skin and prevent the urge to pick. Then finally, I've got this. This is the Flaskin, FLA Skin, I don't know how you pronounce that, Soy Milk Relief Protein Lotion. This is actually like the sister brand to Numb Buzzin', which I said I love that calming and soothing serum from. This actually has soy proteins in, which are great for hydrating, going to firm out the skin and minimize any inflammation on the body. So if you're somebody that's in and out of the pool, maybe you've done a little sunbathing and your body's got a little bit dry, maybe a little red, a little flaky, this the best. It's really not that expensive either. You get a lot of product. This, I would say, is the best way of upping your body care routine during those summer months. I absolutely love it, and yeah, whilst it's a newer brand, let's be honest, it's a bit boring looking. This is not exciting packaging. I will say that, but don't worry too much about it. Don't judge the book by its cover. Judge it by the formulation, and the formulation in here is divine. It's just a great summer moisturizer. If you have a drier skin type, you can absolutely use it on the face too. For me, as someone who's oily, acne prone, it's a little bit too much on the face. But for others, it might work really, really well. So, I'm out of breath. There you have it, guys. A rundown of the best Korean skincare products when it comes to fading hyperpigmentation, tackling dark spots and discoloration. What do you guys think to these products? Are there any that surprised you? Have you had good experiences with any of them? Let me know in the comment section below, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.